और वैदिक में क्या मेन डिफरेंस है, जैसे वैदिक में हमने देखा कि कई घर होते हैं, ठीक है। जैसे आपको धन स्थान के लिए सेकंड हाउस और 11वां घर देखना पड़ेगा, छठवां घर भी देखना पड़ेगा, क्योंकि वो अर्थ त्रिकोण आ जाता है। 2, 6, 10 हाउसेस अर्थ में आ जाते हैं, अर्थ त्रिकोण में। वैसे धन भाव आपका सेकंड हाउस है, वैसे लाभ स्थान आपका 11वां घर है, ठीक है। तो एक प्लैनेट उच्च का है, एक प्लैनेट नीच का है, ठीक है। एक प्लैनेट नवांश में ठीक है, एक नहीं ठीक है, ठीक है ना। तो आप कंक्लूसिव रिजल्ट कैसे निकालोगे, ठीक है। ये काफ़ी टाइम आपको प्रैक्टिस लग जाता है कि एक कंक्लूसिव रिजल्ट कौन सा ग्रह पावरफुल है, कौन सा क्रिस पे भारी पड़ रहा है। तो इनिशियल लेवल पे ना आपको ये पराशरी में अगर जज करने जाओगे तो ये बहुत ही कंफ्यूजिंग कर देता है, और कई बार बिगिनर्स को ये रॉन्ग रिजल्ट ही देता है। मैंने भी जब 15 साल पहले स्टार्ट किया था, मैंने 2 साल पराशरी पढ़ के छोड़ दिया मैं, क्योंकि कुछ भी जो लॉ पराशरी बोलता है वो अप्लाई नहीं होता, उसका कोई ना कोई एक्सेप्शन निकल जाता है। तो फिर मैं केपी पे चले गया, आई फाउंड केपी टू बी सिंपलर। उसके बाद मैं नाड़ी पे चले गया, नाड़ी से मुझे एडिक्शन हो गया, ठीक है। बहुत ही ज़्यादा सिंपल सिस्टम है, ठीक है। फॉर एग्जांपल इवन हमारा अगर करियर देखना है तो हम 10वें घर से करियर देखते हैं, 6वें घर से जॉब देखते हैं, 7वें घर से हम बिजनेस देखते हैं, है ना। 10वां घर हो गया आपका जॉब, आपका ओवरऑल करियर, 6वां घर आपका जॉब, 7वां घर बिजनेस। अगर बंदा जिंदगी में, गुड इवनिंग किरण जी। तो वी जस्ट, हाँ गुड इवनिंग। सो किरण जी, वी जस्ट स्टार्टेड, मैं ये बता रहा था द डिफरेंस बिटवीन नाड़ी एंड पराशरी। दोनों ही अच्छे सिस्टम है, यहाँ पे कोई भी सिस्टम मैं अच्छा या बुरा नहीं बोलूँगा, दोनों ना पराशरी।
This one we can get, sir. This one from Nadi. Can you please send me a video, sir, privately, not through YouTube.
Yeah, I'll send you privately now. Privately it's tough, sir, because that much of memory space now it will not pass through.
No. Through YouTube only. That link, sir. Link only.
Yeah, I'll send you. I'll do that. Okay.
Okay,
हाँ.
sir.
Okay, and so Parashari is the basic.
And one more thing. Did you got that payment also?
Ochin sir,
My amount.
Ochin sir. Okay. So the difference is Parashari is the basic and this is the advanced version. Okay, advanced. Without Parashari, nothing comes. This is an offshoot of Parashari only, Vedic astrology only, but this has a completely different approach. Okay, this approach is very, very simple and beautiful results it gives. Beautiful results, mind blowing results it gives. Okay, to the accuracy of 1 hour, 1 minute, you can judge it. You can give the predictions. Okay, if all the conditions are satisfied and you get a right prediction, your clients or yourself you'll be flabbergasted. You will say, how can this be so accurate? That is the beauty of it. It is very simple, very simple approach, not at all difficult. Okay, you will say so easy. It's a very easy approach also. So for example, if I want to look at the career will be from the 10th house, job will be from 6th house, profession, business will be from 7th house. So which planet are you going to consider? Which one house may there is a bad Rahu, there is a good bad Ketu, one is exalted, one is debilitated, degree wise strength is good, degree wise strength is not good, placed in bad nakshatra. It confuses you like anything. You cannot give a correct judgment. But what Nadi does is it makes it very simple. It tells that don't get into all this stuff. You only look at 2-3 aspects. Okay, this is called Sthira Karaka. Okay, in blank chart analysis, what we have seen is the Karaka is changing. Okay, every time the 10th lord is changing. You understand now? For a Libra ascendant, 10th lord is Saturn. For a Taurus ascendant is also 10th lord Saturn. For a Gemini ascendant, 10th lord is Jupiter. Okay, for a Kark Rashi ascendant, the 10th lord is Mars, right? So there is no fixed formula. Every time you have to check, every time you have to analyze, every time you have to see how is the nature, how is the enmity between that. This very complicated. It is a difficult equation. Okay, over years you will get it, but it's not inaccurate. Never ever I will say it's inaccurate. It is a beautiful subject. Parashari, the weight analysis, it's a very beautiful subject. But Nadi gives a very simple approach. It tells that for profession, I will only look at Saturn. For marriage, I will only look at Venus.
Yes.
For the person's health, okay, which is the Atma Karaka, I will only look at Jupiter. Okay? For marriage or for wife, the quality of marriage or for wife. Okay? And for relatives, for example, for relatives,
Mercury, sir.
only Mercury. I will only look at Mercury. No other Karaka. That's it. Okay? For example, if I want to look at the wife aspect, okay, the first wife will be Venus. The second wife will be Mercury. And the person goes for a third wife, it will be Moon. Okay, are you able to see the Excel sheet?
Yes.
Okay, so if I want to look at the first marriage, I study Mercury. If I want to study the second marriage, I look at Mercury. First marriage, Venus. Second marriage or second wife, Mercury. Third marriage or third wife, Moon. Okay, for both male and female, both of them, okay, I will look at Mercury as the boyfriend or girlfriend, whichever may be the case. Okay, I'll write GF, BF or GF. That will be Mercury. Okay, if it's a male chart, girlfriend will be Mercury. If it's a female chart, it will be boyfriend will be Mercury, because Mercury is a unique planet. Okay, and it changes gender according to its association. It changes. Even Parashari says that. Even Nadi, Bhrigunandi Nadi says that. Okay, for father, I don't look at 9th house, this house, that house, only sun. For mother, I look at
Only Moon.
Moon. For elder brother, I look at Saturn.
Saturn, okay.
Elder brother, I look at Saturn. Okay? For younger brother, I look at Mars. Okay? Venus also represents sister. Venus also represents wife. Okay, this is very clear definition. Here we have to understand the tattva. The tattva is, see, Venus represents a young lady between the age of, who has crossed her puberty, between the age of somewhere between 16 to 35. Moon represents a lady, you know, moon is white. So, moon represents a lady who has white hair. That means an old lady. You understand, na? So,
No,
this,
sir. No, sir. Come again, sir.
see, Venus represents a lady who is young, because this will be useful for us beautifully in our Prashna Kundli also. Okay, Venus.
Young means age.
I'm sorry?
Age, sir. From which
See,
age to which age?
basically it's a young lady. Young lady. Young means somewhere between 16, 17 to 35. Okay, beautiful.
Sir, can you please write that in Excel also?
Yeah, sure. Venus represents a lady between the age of, say, some 16 to, say, 35. Okay, moon represents a lady, woman from the age of, say, 45 plus. Generally an old lady. Whose hair is white. Okay, Venus is a young and beautiful lady. ठीक है ना? You understand ना? Mars represents thief. Okay, the father is represented by sun, government is represented by sun. I have touched these things in the Parashari basic course also, so that you will have a revision repetition. Top management is represented by sun. Your ego is represented by sun. Your son, your beta, your son, your biological son is also represented by sun. Okay. Again, when you are of age, when you grow old and when you have kids and they grow up, that time interpretation will slightly change. That time what happens is, that time Venus represents your daughter who is young. That's how we look at it. It is so simple. Okay, we look at the cycles. Okay, Jupiter cycle, Saturn cycle, Rahu cycle, Ketu cycle. 4 major planets here. Here we have 4 major planets. We only analyze this 4 major planets cycle. That's also transit, but we call it cycle, and there's a slight difference in which we measure this. You don't need dasha, you don't need antardasha, nothing. It's a beautiful thing. 4 major planet cycle, we look at it. Jupiter, Saturn, Rahu, Ketu. Jupiter takes 12 years to complete one revolution around the sun. So that means it will complete obviously one complete cycle around the zodiac, the chart, because chart represents the cosmic 360 degrees. The chart which we are seeing, that is representing the 360 degrees around the earth, the 3-dimensional space. So when it completes,
in first house, so that means starting will first house, that is first year, first house.
I'll come to that. So Jupiter completes one revolution around the sun.
Now screen has come.
Yeah. So Jupiter represents one revolution around the sun. Okay, that means it completes one cycle around the complete chart. Okay, so 12 years it takes to do that. Saturn completes approximately 30 years to complete one revolution around the sun. So 30 years to complete one cycle of the entire chart. Rahu takes 18 years. Okay, Rahu is anyway imaginary planet, which is the 180 degrees axis, the north and south node of the axis of the moon. So that also, if you measure geometrically, you will get the exactly same reading. It takes 18 years. So it takes 18 years to complete one complete cycle in the Kundali also. Same is the case with Ketu. Now the point is, the Kundali has 12 houses. Okay, the entire 3-dimensional space is divided by 12. So I am getting 30 degrees each. So Kundali is 12 houses. So Jupiter completes one Kundali in 12 years. That means in one house it stays 1 year. In one house it stays 1 year, right? Okay. So this is complete Kundali. चले गया सर? देवश्री सर, स्क्रीन आ रहा?
Yes, now it is come.
Yes.
So here we don't get into Kaspal chart, this chart, that chart, nothing. Okay, it gets into one Rashi. Now here it is one Rashi, it spends 1 year. One Rashi, it spends 1 year. Saturn spends 2.5 years in one Rashi. Rahu spends 1.5 years in one Rashi, and same with Ketu. Ketu spends 1.5 years in one Rashi. Okay, यहाँ तक clear हो गया?
Yes.
Okay, you understood the cycles, major cycles. बाकी जो 5 planet है, rest of the 5 planets, they stay in one Rashi for nearly 20 to 40 days. So they don't have significant influence on the person's life. When you actually practice astrology and see number of charts, you will actually realize what Bhrigu Maharshi realized, that it is really immaterial. it really doesn't matter what is dasha antardasha, because end of the day the results of the dasha antardasha are being delivered by the planets in cyclic motion or in gochar. But he has gone 10 steps ahead of gochar. In Parashari we only consider gochar, but he has gone much more in depth of gochar. He has considered the moving planets influence. That is the one which really has an influence. The results of the dasha are delivered by, when they are delivered by the moving planets, then why should I even look at dasha? Don't you see the beauty of this? Dasha results are delivered by the cyclic planets, then why should I even bother to look at dasha? Whatever may be the dasha, the results are going to be delivered by them. So he caught the tip of the pen. The tip writes the whatever judgment. So why should I bother with the entire pen? I catch the tip. That's where he developed this system. It's a beautiful system. And that's what even Western astrology has copied. But not in its entirety. This is lot more in depth. Okay, rest of the 5 planets stay in one Rashi for nearly 20 to 40 days. Okay, so it really doesn't matter. Within 20 days, it changes, the result changes. But when Saturn sits in one Rashi for 2.5 years, then it gives permanent, persistent results. Persistently good or persistently bad. When Jupiter stays in one Rashi, it's for 1 year, persistently good or persistently bad. So that makes a lot of difference. That makes a lot of difference. That's where we have to focus extremely.
Screen going, sir. Screen चला गया.
Chale gaya. Now, just wait for a minute. Wait for a minute. Debashish ji, you're understanding?
Yes.
Okay. So we only started looking at the cycles of the planet. Okay. Now what he has done? I will consider the ideal example. Here. The person is born on Aries ascendant. Okay. Okay, let's not forget Aries ascendant. When the person was born, Jupiter was in Aries. It was exactly at 0 degrees. Here degrees का significance बहुत ज़्यादा. You will understand why. As we get into the mathematical calculation, you will understand why. Jupiter, the person is born, when he was born, Jupiter was in Aries at 0 degrees. Okay? Now, it completes one cycle in 12 years. Okay? So, 12 years ke baad, it has come back to the same point. Agreed?
Correct.
Agreed? Kiranji, agreed? Kiranji? Okay. So, Jupiter completes one cycle in 12 years. It has come to this point. Okay. Now, the second cycle will be second house. Third cycle will be third house. Because after the first house, it goes to the second. It goes to the 12. So, what Bhrigu Maharshi said that is the Jupiter first cycle is first house or the self. Okay, Jupiter's second cycle is the second house or it's for the family.
That starts from 13 years?
Absolutely. Very good. So, this is from 0 to 12 years. This is from 12 to starting 13 to 24 years. And like that it goes on for every 12 years. So, third cycle is third house or it is Bhratrusthana and all these things. The Parashari, first, second, third, fourth, fifth, that goes on like that. Okay. Generally, because now you have to look at it this way. 0 to 12 years, person will not get married. Definitely not. Even in the olden generation, when there used to be, child marriages also, Puberty used to happen only after 12 years. So the culmination of marriage used to happen only after 12 years. So generally you can,
Kiran Garu, are you there?
Yes, yes, I am here. I am here.
yeah.
Oh, actually, Sad was asking, so we were not hearing you. That's what I asked.
Sir, can come again, sir?
See, Jupiter first cycle is from 0 to 12. ठीक है.
Yes.
Jupiter second cycle is from 12 to 24. Jupiter third cycle is from 25 to 36.
25 to
36. Now what is happening is, if Jupiter is born, he is born in the Mesh Rashi, say suppose in the first house, because here we are going to use both Parashari as well as Nadi principles. That is the reason I emphasize so much on Parashari. Without that you will not understand. Now he is born in the first cycle. First cycle is definitely about himself. Okay, he is learning, his education, primary education, all that is fine. Now what is happening is, now he is born at 0 degrees Aries. That happens to be the first house. Okay, the Lagna. He is born in the Lagna incidentally at 0 degrees. Okay, now 0 to 12 years, it will traverse this particular house. Okay, it will stay in this particular house for 12 years, first cycle. But unfortunately, but so this is very good. It is in the Lagna, it is traversing 12 years, it is very good. But now suppose the situation is reversed and is born in, when he was born, Jupiter was in his 8th house. Jupiter was in his 8th house. Okay, in Vrishchik Rashi at 0 degrees. Now the 12 years are going to be in Vrishchik Rashi. So the first cycle of Jupiter, 0 to 12 years, are going to be extremely stressful for him, whatever may be the dasha. Whatever may be the stressful, challenging. So for a child,
Sir, that means our dasha is like Shri dasha, Mahadasha, that is Jupiter's dasha.
no.
Your dasha will be 12
See,
years.
when your Shani dasha will be, suppose your Shani is bad, but you will realize that many people Shani dasha is not that bad, though your Shani may be in 8th lord or 6th lord, because when you cross verify it with the cycle of Jupiter or cycle of Rahu, if it is falling in the 5th or 9th or say 4th cycle, then how can it give you bad result? Because you are not going to survive more than 6 cycles of Jupiter. Maximum 5 to 6 to 7 cycles. 6 to 7.
12 6 are how much, sir?
72.
60.
12 6 are 72.
12 6 are
12 6 are 72. 12 7 are 84. You will not cross maximum 84 these days. Max to max.
70.
So 4 to 5 cycles. So just looking at the Jupiter 1, 2, 3, 4, that's it, you can tell how his life can be. Because first 12 years is going to be extremely stressful. Second 12 years is extremely good for education. He is going to be happy with the father. Okay, he may do long distance travel for studies, academics also. He may go to hostel. The next 12 years, that is, this is 0 to 12, this is 12 to 24, this is 24 to 36 or 25 to 36. Okay, this 12 years, he is going to really do well. He is going to get lot of name and fame in his job. And this 12 years, he is going to earn lot of money. Are you understanding? Now, we cannot take only Jupiter in isolation. We have to take Jupiter, same process we have to repeat with Saturn, same process with Rahu, same process with Ketu. I will not complicate the equation at this point of time. Let's stick to Jupiter. Okay, let's stick to Jupiter. Now,
Let
what?
us say, sir, as per our astrology, for example, Debaji ji, आपका astrology, आपका कुंडली में Jupiter किधर है?
I'm coming. Kiran ji, wait. Don't hurry up. Don't hurry. I'm going systematically. Now what I'll do is, now Jupiter is here. Because when you're born, you're not born in ideal conditions. You're not born in ideal conditions. Jupiter is born at 15 degrees. Okay? Guys, you there?
Yeah.
Huh? जबशिष जी, जुपिटर जब बंदा पैदा हुआ, लग्न क्या है वो सब चलो वो रखो, पराशरी का नॉलेज।
Jupiter is at 15 degree.
हाँ 15 डिग्रीज, लग्न कुछ भी हो वो रहने दो। जुपिटर 8वें घर में 15 डिग्री पे बैठा हुआ है, ठीक है, इट्स एट 15 डिग्रीज। नाउ can I say that the first 12 years of his life will be bad?
Yes, because of 8th house is stressful.
Because 8th house is stressful. But आप एक छोटी चीज आप भूल जा रहे हो, 8th house की जो टोटल डिस्टेंस है वो 30 डिग्रीज है, according to uniformity of rashis. We are not getting into the cusp. That's what makes it very simple. Every rashi is 30 degrees. Jupiter has already traversed 15 degrees. His life journey is starting at 15 degrees. So his,
That means 6 years.
yes, to completely get out of the 8th house, it will take him only 6 years.
So then in that case, how we can calculate that how many years it will take? So you mean to say that
Sir,
30
come again, sir. That 6 years. What is that 6 years concept?
See, very simple, sir. 12
That
years.
means 15 degrees, 15 degrees, 15 degrees, 30 degrees. That is 6 plus 6, 12 years. That is 6 years. Okay, done.
Yes, understood, na?
Got it.
The journey of the child is starting at 15 degrees. So
What about retrograde, sir?
no, wait. Let's not hurry up. Just wait. Hold your horses. Okay. What am I saying is, when the child is born, okay, his journey is starting at 15 degrees. Okay. Now he will. So am I safe to say that his first 6 years of his life will be very tough? I don't need dasha, I don't need antardasha, I don't need navamsha, I don't need. We apply nadi to navamsha and divisional charts also. That is advanced. That will go slow. But am I safe to say that Jupiter first 6 years is going to be bad? Okay. The next 12 years is going to be good. The next 12 years is going to be good. Next 12 years is going to be good. So 0 to 6 is bad. 6 to 18 is good. 18 to 30 is good. 30 to 42 is good. 42 to 54 is bad. 42 to 54 is bad. Okay. So I will say 0 to 6 is bad. Bad period is between 0 to 6 and 42 to 54. Okay. So guys,
Yes, I am understanding.
you're understanding. Now let's complicate the situation little more. Okay, because we don't get ideal situations in real life. Now Jupiter, let's take the same example. It's when he was born, Jupiter was in 8th house, and Jupiter was at degree 22 degrees. It was in 22 degrees. Now, in how much time it will cover? It will have, the person will have stressful period.
We need to calculate, sir.
Exactly, we need to, that's what is Nadi, because it covers 30 degrees in 12 years. Okay, rest of the 8 degrees only it is covering. Important. This is, let's use unitary method, 30 degrees in 12 years. Okay, now it has to cover only 8 degrees, not 22 degrees. So 8 degrees it will cover in how much time?
Sir, shall I say something?
हाँ जी सर बोलिए.
Suppose Kiranji, Jupiter is at 18 degree.
Okay.
In first house or whatever house you
Okay,
can consider.
okay.
So that means what sir is saying, since Jupiter already traveled 18 degree, that means total house cycle is 30 degrees.
30
so that
degrees.
means 60% already travel.
नहीं. See,
Remaining,
That is remaining 40%. That is 40 into 30. That means 4.8 years.
Exactly.
Jupiter will take to complete first house.
Exactly.
That's what I'm saying
Exactly. Now we do it 8 into 12 divided by
Sir,
30.
Debaji is a number guy, sir. That's why he is saying like this.
Exactly. So
I can't. But I can't, sir.
8 into 12 divided by 30. So 3.2 years of his life, matlab 0 to 3.2 years of his life, he is going to have really tough period.
Yes.
समझ गए ना? समझ गए ना? So this is just tip of the iceberg. First you have to understand the degree wise. ठीक है? Now whatever degree they may be born at. He may be born at 5 degrees, he may be born at 18 degrees or 20 degrees or 25 degrees or 29 degrees. 29 डिग्री तो ओनली 1 डिग्री है. ठीक है? तो 1 डिग्री मतलब 1 इंटू 12 डिवाइडेड बाई 30, तो उतना टाइम आ जाएगा हमें. ठीक है ना? तो दैट्स हार्डली एनी टाइम.
Or you can say 1 degree, that means 1 degree left out means, that means
12 by 30 सर. हाँ, 12 by 30. That is how much approximately, put a zero, 4 months, 4 महीने. कर लेते ना 12 डिवाइडेड बाई 30, 4 months, 0.4 of an year. 0.4 of an year.
so 12 divided by 30 you are doing.
हाँ जी, हाँ जी.
Sir, 0.4 in a year means that is nothing but 3 months only, na, sir?
3 months only, correct.
Yes.
समझ गए ना?
3 months only.
Yes, yes. So 3 months only he will have difficult period. The moment,
If it is in 6th or 8th house.
yeah, 6, 8 और 12 त्रिकस्थान. But again इसमें अष्टक वर्गा भी है. That adds another dimension. Without अष्टक वर्गा, if you are doing any predictions, then you are directly jumping into the well. But I have not seen many people forget about using Ashtak Varga. They don't even know what is Ashtak Varga. Many astrologers forget about using it. That's very.
What is Ashtak Varga?
Ashtak Varga is another beautiful subject where we quantitatively, pure calculations. But it gives, let's not get into calculations of it, but I'll give you the gist of it. We'll spend 2 classes on that, where only with numbers we can do beautiful predictions. Forget about Ucha Niche and forget about all these things. Beautiful predictions you can make.
No, sir, but here, if Jupiter is at 29 degree, then how to calculate? That is the question.
Simple, sir. Use the unitary method. Very simple. 30 degrees, 12 years. So 1 degree, how many years? Okay. So that I will do it 1 into 12 divided by 30. That is 0.4 of an year. 0.4 of an year. So 0.4 of an year I will do multiply into 360 into 365 days. So that's exactly 146 days he will have trouble. After being born, within 146 days you will have trouble. Now same prediction you can do using this. You can tell after 500 days you will get married. The 500th day there is a likelihood that you will meet the person. That's how you tell it. 146 days he will have exact. So that kind of accuracy no system gives. You understood, na?
Yes.
Now I will tell you